What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Nigel Benn, the legend. He wants to come back. In fact, he's coming back. When I first heard the news, I was like, what the hell? Why? Why are you doing this to yourself at this age? Why are you putting yourself through this? Boxing is very, very strenuous. You have to have a lot of dedication. The previous wear and tear, punishment, violence that you've put on your body, and I noticed he is another one that joins that unfortunate pool of fighters that have a the slur, okay, the puncher slur. When you get punchy, your words slur due to it's a cerebral condition where you get hit so much that it that's what happens. And I noticed he already has that, and then I was like totally against it, but then I read, or should I say, I looked at the video on IFL TV, at 55, Jesus, he wants closure. And he explained, like, hey, when I was young, when I was the guy, I was doing so much crazy stuff. The stuff that he did when he was younger, ecstasy, drugs, smoking cigarettes, partying around, messing around. His life was a mess, okay, and he had kids with different women. That might be the norm now, but for Nigel Benn, he knew that he did not have what he want, or he didn't have it like he wanted to have it, or like it should have been, like it is now. And I think he does have love for the sport, and I believe what it is, the balance for him was he was doing all the drugs, ecstasy, messing up on this side. Then the balance was boxing. So that kind of put him back where he needed to be, but since he got everything else, right, taken care of and squared away, then he had the love for boxing, right? Now he has a love for God, directing his path. He wants to know if he can do that to get closure on, to see how he performs. That's what I think. I think it's a release. I think it's an expression. See, it's only one fight. It's not, hey, I'm making a comeback, right? This is different. This is something that he wants to prove to himself, to see if he still can do what he needs to do, and he's doing it on a better platform, okay, better circumstances. That's what I get about Nigel Benn. That's why he wants to do it. He doesn't have all that shit going on when he had the love for boxing, and the boxing was the only thing he loved. Now he has everything else, and he wants to add boxing because boxing was there, and he wants that there at the same time. Now, I'm always against any fighter. I was against Roy Jones when he kept fighting. I was against Sugar Shane. I'm against Pacquiao fight. I think he should retire because these guys, the older you get, the more punishment to your body you receive, okay? So, but in Nigel Benn's case, this ring, that squared circle, is very, very dangerous. But I think where he is, I think this will give him closure. This will at least let him know where he is physically, because he feels great. And I know, me of all people, know what it's like to, hey, get to a certain age and finally be able to do certain things, even though you're mad older than you used to be when you had the energy to do it. When you had the total capability to do it, the testosterone and all that stuff to do a certain thing. And then you're like, man, I wish I could do that now. But then why? Who says you can't, right? Boxing is different. But then, we will see against Sakio, Bika, right? And he's 55 years old. I am interested to see how he looks because, it's a mental thing too. And if he thinks he can do it, well, let him do it. Let him try at least. If he doesn't, if he fails, at least he has closure. I'm like, okay, I shouldn't have had my ass in there. I'm 55. What am I doing? At least I know. At least I'm at peace with that. Versus always wanting to figure out, like, man, I'm in better shape than I ever was, physically, spiritually, mentally, right? Because he had mental illness problems too. So it was a lot of things that he doesn't have no more. All those demons are gone. Now he wants to see if he can still do it. And it makes a lot of sense to me. Why not? You know, why not fight one last fight? It is not like Sakio Bika is like this guy that, you know, is just dangerous. But anyone is dangerous when you put those gloves on and you step in that ring. So I wish Nigel Benn all the best, okay? The Dark Destroyer, you know, nothing but the best to him. I hope he gets his closure that he's looking for. You guys let me know what you think about Nigel Benn's return at 55. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.